This is an introduction to the DockHawk dockside information system. We're going to show you what's involved and what's included with the system. So you can see this dashboard is being used on a computer, but it could also be used on a tablet or a mobile phone. And you get a snapshot of what's going on. What's the current information at the dock and at your cottage or home. And that's what we're looking at. We've got a swim rating. We've got the air temperature and the water temperature and the water depth. Now the air temperature and the water temperature are being calculated by probes that are located at your dock. And the water depth is calculated as it would be at the end of your dock. So you can determine what's going on and whether it's deep enough for your boat. And the swim rating is being calculated again at your location based on information that it's retrieving and combining. There's also wind speed, barometric pressure, and other weather information. Now this version of the system has two cameras, so there's one located right at the base of the dock and one at an angle. So you can see a snapshot of what's going on. Now, in addition to what we see as current information, it also stores historical information. So if we wanted to look at, say, the water temperature, you'd see we have 1 day of water temperature, but we can just as easily ask for 1 week, or maybe something more interesting, 1 month. Now, when we look at 1 month, you'll notice that every day as the sun hits the water, the temperature goes up, and every night it goes down. And that's consistent almost every day except September 2nd. September 2nd is not a very nice day, it looks like. But you'll also notice at the bottom, we can eyeball what happened, but we can also see that there was a maximum of 29.1 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 18, and it's currently 19 degrees. So lots of information and a very simple display that shows you how it works. Now, if we take a look at the air temperature, you'll see, and look at that over the same period of time, you'll notice that, again, that September 2nd was not a particularly warm day. And each day the sun goes up and down, and we see a maximum of 30.6 degrees back on the 21st of April. So lots of information that you could look at and lots of fun things. And in addition to what we see here, this information, there's extra little arrows or carrots here. We can open them up. So we click on this one. It shows you that we've got the wind speed on Georgian Bay, the wave height, and the wave period. So let's look at the history of the wave height. And again, let's look at that over a week. And it's, wow, isn't that interesting? You've got the waves were as high as 1.4 meters, and of course they've been as low as almost nothing. So this is being measured on a buoy out on Georgian Bay, but it gives you a good indication of what's going on and whether it'd be a good day to get out there and boat. So we've had a look at that. The swim rating is interesting because it's only 1 star, and it's made up of the air temperature, water temperature, and wind speed. And you can also look at the information on these by gauges. So we'll open those up and see that we've got a nice, the water temperature is quite warm, but it's a little cold outside and the wind does not help. So that's why the swim rating was as low as it is. So lots of information. And in addition to history on these other measurements, we have a history on the swim rating. So let's take a look over the past month, how many times we've had 5 stars. Oh, look at that. Back at the end of August, it was almost consistently 5 stars. And yet later, as we get into September, it's gotten down to 2.5, 3.5 stars. So great look at how the system works and how you gather this information to really see what's going on and how you enjoy your life on Georgian Bay. Now, we've looked at these pictures as static pictures, but you can also click on them, and we have a historical collection of that data as well. So if we click here, you'll notice we have 1 hour of information, and we can look at a day, or we can actually look at a week. And once we've got this information, there's a blue bar here, And on the mobile phone or on your desktop, you can grab this and just slide it. And you can see it starts changing. And you can quickly zoom around. Look, there's the boat disappearing. You can look at things, see what's going on. Very quickly get to some idea of what's happening. Oh, there's the moon setting. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. And then if you look at what's going on here on Georgian Bay, you're going to notice that you've got some interesting developments. Let's pick something interesting here. Not exactly where I want to be, but there we go. Let's go. You go through this and it's 640. Oh, it turns to light. The camera goes from dark mode to light mode. And then you notice, wait, oh, look at that. There's a blue heron walking by. There it is there. So there's all kinds of things. And then you can put it on just fast forward. I press the fast forward button and it's just going to zoom through and you can watch those clouds go by. There I am working on the dock. Lots going on. As always, there's so much that happens on Georgian Bay, and that's why you really need a way to capture and make the best of your time. Let's stop that. And so there we have it, a great introduction to the DockHawk system and showing you what you can do and how you can use it to make the most of your time on Georgian Bay, whether you live in a waterfront home or at a cottage. And we'll look forward to hearing from you. Take care.